this is kind of interesting. This is from Pro Football Focus. Idea picks, or targets rather, for each of the 32 teams for the Browns. They say the ideal target that's left on the board, Drake Jackson from USC. You see the rationale, combination of length, bend, and explosiveness. Your thoughts about Jackson, what you see from him, and what you think of him as a potential target for the Browns?
Well, I wouldn't hate it, that's for sure. I have been on the Drake Jackson train for a little while now. I'd rather see them go that route as opposed to taking a chance with like Arnold Ebiketie or Mafe, guys that are older and don't fit inside the guardrails. I think that next tier is Drake Jackson. So if they choose to go edge and they pull the trigger on Drake Jackson, I wouldn't be mad about it at all.
All right, so you don't mind Drake Jackson. Let me ask you this. You've seen the board. You see who's available. Who, if they're available at 44, would have you excited?
I'm going to keep saying it. George Pickens. If George Pickens is there at 44, I'm sprinting the card up. I'm not overthinking it. I'm getting the playmaker in the building. Like you said yesterday, put his locker right next to Amari Cooper, and let's roll.
All right. Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason. This one about a wide receiver that this caller would like the Browns to acquire in the draft.
But hey, man, George Pickens, man. We need to go George Pickens. We need to live. I don't even care about any other pick after George Pickens. George Pickens need to be a priority for us, man. I'm a long-time Browns fan, but I've been a fan of the Georgia Bulldogs even longer, all right? And I watched every George Pickens snap. I mean, every single one from the day he stepped foot on the campus as a freshman. And this guy is different. This guy has the build of like a Mike Williams. But listen to this. He has the playing style of a nuke. But, yeah, I think the Browns should go all in, trade up, do whatever they have to do to secure that receiver. He's a true X, and I believe he'll be the best receiver out of this draft. Thank you.
All right, an admitted Georgia Bulldog fan, but that's if he's the best receiver out of this class, I mean, it's a pretty lofty class.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Had he not suffered the ACL injury, I think his name would have been right up there with those other players like a Garrett Wilson and Williams and everyone else. But it is what it is. He suffered the injury, and he actually got back on the field and won a national championship for his team. He still even competed at the combine and tested. And he tested well. For someone who was only like 9 months removed from ACL surgery, that's only going to improve over the next 6 months by the time he actually gets to the season. And I think that's someone they could groom into being a number one, you know, and you have Amari Cooper in the building. You already have DPJ, another guy you can lean on and kind of allow him to grow into that role. But I think it would be an ideal situation for him.